with a woman, I do not know what would happen to my home. Between the year off from school, the poetry, me no longer being pre-med, the tattoos and the prescriptions, I don't know how much more forbidden my family can take from me. If I were to fall in love with a woman, I would find myself the audience to the orchestra of a breaking mother, sobbing at the mistakes she would say she must have made in my childhood. My father, bent at the neck, the shoulders doubled over and clutching his gut. My brother, reduced to a closed door. If I'm lucky, I'll hear the slam first. My parents will ask if they can pray for me, and then I'll find myself at the doors of their church, laid out before the altar like an offering, waiting to be filleted by the Gospels, the preacher leaning over my abdomen like a butcher. He will tell me the oil dribbling down my forehead will coax the demon out. I am reduced to a decaying thing you were trying to revive, covered in silent, sinful things like disease. I am a foxhole filled with dead rats, and you are trying to lure the snake out. I will say, you should have used an apple. You tell me the song of my flesh could only ever be sheet music written by the devil. I will say, you should have used a whole bushel of apples, but in no time, I will be whole again, because right now, you say, I'm a broken thing. But what is a God that tells you you are doing it wrong? Your love is bread baked without the yeast, a child sleeping, cheek pressed against open pages of a textbook, an upside-down umbrella filled with rain, also bursting with such good intentions, but pouring down the wrong choking throat. They will say that I am broken and always pouring. After all, this love is what he preaches. He, as expert, should know what it is when disfigured, morphed into abuse, adultery, divorce. He should know what it is when raw, lovers thrashing on a mattress, the room humid with sweat, thick sheet after sheet of hot summer rain. He should know what it is at its purest form, unchained and flailing, bacteria in a petri dish, spreading like contagion. But God, you should not have built love like this if you didn't want it to grow. You gave me a heart like glass so that when I shatter, I will make the most beautiful stained glass windows in the wake of my healing. But I will never have to hand my parents this gift of myself. As secret and beautiful as the shimmering whisper of afterbirth, I will never have to brace for disaster or bring them a truth I've been carrying behind my esophagus for years. But if I were to fall in love with a woman, I would break and heal enough times to build the holiest of cathedrals. You would peer through my arms at your people, through my glinting shoulder blades at the ones lined in the pews, reading your words, still learning how to love like me.